North Carolina is in the middle of its worst flu season. The state health department says more than 500 people have died, the highest number since it started keeping track of the deaths in 2009. WFMY News 2's Joseph Leonard breaks down how the numbers are up as vaccinations are down.
Yeah, North Carolina shattered the state's flu deaths record this season, reporting a 58% spike from last year and the highest death toll since tracking began in 2009. So what led to such a devastating toll? Now, several doctors I spoke with point to one big reason: not enough people getting vaccinated. Dr. Zach Moore, state epidemiologist with the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, says this year's flu shot was around 50% effective. While he says he wishes that number was higher, it still cuts your risk of catching the flu, and especially in severe cases. He says the yearly challenge isn't just fighting the flu, it's also getting people to roll up their sleeves each year, which is becoming harder.
Unfortunately, our flu vaccine coverage numbers have been drifting downward. So I think it's hard to get people out there every year. And then I think there's a lot of myths out there and misunderstandings people have about both how effective flu vaccine is, which again cuts your risk about in half.
Dr. Cynthia Snyder, medical director for infection prevention at Cone Health, saw the same troubling patterns at her hospital. She says what stood out wasn't just the number of deaths, but how many people were getting seriously sick and hospitalized. State data shows that most of the deaths were people 65 and older, but Dr. Snyder says she saw more young people than usual ending up in the hospital.
Cone Health had very high numbers of patients hospitalized with flu, many of them requiring ICU care, being intubated, maybe a younger age group of folks who had more severe disease.
According to the CDC, countrywide vaccine rates among kids 17 and under has dropped dramatically over the past few years. In 2020, nearly 62% of children got flu shots. A couple years later, in 2023, that number dropped to 55%, and this year that number sits close to 48%. The Guilford County Public Health Department tells me more than 40 people died across the county this season. The flu season typically runs through the end of April.